Hey YouTubers, my name is Amber and welcome to my August empties. I had a productive month with a mishmash of different things, so it's been a long, exhaustive week. I hope you guys are all enjoying it. I know we're back to the school routine and it's been a little bit brutal, so I'm looking forward to the weekend, to be honest with you. So I'm going to just jump right in, no particular order, and share with you the things that I finished. So let's go on and kind of do the fun things as far as makeup. I guess I'm just pulling stuff out. The first thing I finished was a bottle of 70% isopropyl alcohol. I absolutely adore this to sanitize my makeup. I go on and transfer the alcohol into travel size spray bottles, and every time I use my palettes, my Bare Minerals foundation container, powder products, when I'm through applying my makeup, I go on and just spritz them with some rubbing alcohol to make sure everything is nice and sanitized every time I use it. I promise you, if you start sanitizing your makeup, you will cut down on your breakouts, especially if you are a hormonal breakout sufferer, since our skin does tend to change around our cycles during the month. So highly recommend this. You can either use 70% or 90%. Love, 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 and super cheap at your grocery store, or even buy it at Target or Walmart. So isopropyl alcohol. Got it. Next up was a product I wasn't particularly fond of, and that is the Neutrogena Makeup Removing Cleansing Towelettes in the Night Calming scent. I don't understand the hype with these. They did not remove my makeup entirely. I mean, it was nice using them on my face. They were super soft, super comfortable. They didn't irritate my eyes while I was using them. However, after I would throw the towel away, I would notice that my eyes would burn. Maybe it was the lavender mixed with the alcohol. I don't know. But the other thing that kind of drove me batty about this particular package of wipes was I would constantly break out on my jawline and along my temples, and then I'd have one or two on my chin, and I noticed it was directly coming from these facial towelettes. So I am back to using my extra virgin coconut oil, and I just put it all over my face and use a paper towel to remove it, hop in the shower, and use my facial cleanser. Not going to ever repurchase these again. So if you love these, fabulous. I'm glad they work for you, but these were not a worthwhile purchase for me. All right, next up, I covered these in my Finish 5 by Fall update, but I have my Empty Pan of Coralista from Benefit. Loved this blush. I just have not decided if I'm going to repurchase it with the Sephora VIB sale coming up in November, or if I'm going to hold off and wait. But if you want a peachy pink blush that is not as intense as NARS Orgasm, give this a shot, because this really had a beautiful payoff on my skin. Very everyday appropriate while still being enough pop of color to wear with punchier things, since we're still in really hot summer humidity kind of weather. So I really enjoyed this. And then the next one that I finished, again back to the 5 by Fall, is this container of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles and Brightener. Holy grail of holy grails. It's a must-have for me with my glasses. I do not wear an additional concealer right now with the foundation that I've been currently using, but this is an absolute asset to me to make sure that this area under my frames is nice and bright, to make my eyes look bigger and more awake all day. So love this. And then another eye product I finished is my sample of the Lorac Behind the Scenes. Is that it? Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I completely rubbed the name of it off. This was a sample that came in my Lorac Pro palette. I really, really enjoyed using this. It's not as thick as the Urban Decay Primer Potion, or even as thick as the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but I was very, very impressed that I had no problems with my eyeshadow creasing. I had no problems with my Maybelline color tattoos over it as shadow bases, and I didn't have problems with it breaking out my eyelids or making them super oily or super dry or anything. So I'm looking forward to my next sample from the Lorac Pro 2 palette when I get around to it. So highly recommend checking this out if you're in the market for a new eye primer. Next up is the facial cleanser that I finished, and I switched the pump on this because I've actually, let me get it out for you guys. I finished the Boscia Detoxifying Black Cleanser. This is an intriguing product. However, I think I found something that I'm using now that I like a little bit better. That's kind of a similar concept at drugstore. But this was a really cool face wash. It's got charcoal in it because when it comes out of the pump, it is a solid black. It gets warm when you rub it in your hands, and you really feel like it pulls all of the gunk away from your skin. And it smells like Origins to me. So if you're in the market for a new cleanser and you want to use your VIB Rouge perks at Sephora, check this out. But like I said, I did switch the pump because I'm currently rotating in the Garnier Clean Nourishing Cleansing Oil that I was sent by Miley in our recent swap. And this, P.S. and by the way, not only is it a great facial cleanser, hands down, it is the best cleanser ever for your beauty blenders, or if you have the Real Techniques beauty sponges and you feel like they are stained, use this on them because the oil will actually pull the foundation that is left in your beauty sponges that isn't coming out with your soap. So tip of the day, because I went on and I disinfected them in the microwave and washed them, and I noticed when I use this cleanser as opposed to others, every minute trace of makeup is gone and my sponges are no longer disgustingly stained looking like people have complained about. So try this out. Then the next product I loved, but I'm thoroughly disappointed to the point I am not going to repurchase it. And that is because I was deceived by the size of this product. It is the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer in the beautiful purple brightening shade. This is phenomenal as a makeup primer. I loved the way that it looked on my skin. I got tons of compliments from you guys on my face looking flawless. It's a gorgeous product. However, I even took my beauty spatula in here. There is less product in here than there is in a lip gloss container. You see this? You would think that's actual product. No, it's just plastic. And the actual product that you're getting is just this teeny tiny little tube that you see on the inside. Not cool, e.l.f., not cool. So when you actually open up the container, you don't even get the size of a lip gloss in this face primer. I realized it was only, what, $6 at Target, but I mean, it's just not cool. Not cool. It didn't even last me a month. So I'm sadly disappointed in this, even though I loved the performance of this product. You're better off spending more money to get a high-end primer because you get better value for that than you would with the amount that's in this. I mean, this just made me mad. Just literally made me mad. It's just a hollow plastic tube. Not cool. Absolutely not cool. And then on top of that, I finished 2 bottles of the Evian Facial Spray Mist. These are the Travel Duo that you can get for $14 via Sephora and Ulta. These are fabulous if you go to the gym just to refresh your face. I take Bikram yoga classes. It's fabulous after you get out of that 106-degree room. But what I've also discovered is I'm in the process of trying out the Peter Thomas Roth Laser Resurfacing Moisturizing Gel, I think is what it's called. And a lot of people have commented that it leaves your skin feeling greasy. If you spray this as a toner before you put on that particular moisturizing gel texture, I noticed that my skin doesn't feel greasy. So if you've tried that product, or if you got it in the Sephora 500 point perks that came out a couple months ago, try the Evian spray below it and see if it'll work for you a little bit better that way. I did go on and repurchase the full size of this just to have it home, since I use it with my moisturizer at night and I'm using it to kind of freshen up my face during the day. And I'm going to go back and repurchase the travel sizes of these for my yoga bag to take to class. Next up is a holy grail setting spray for me, and that is a bottle of the MAC Fix Plus. I absolutely love this to spray on my face before I apply my makeup, and then to set everything to make sure it is bulletproof. I love the finish this gives on my skin. I love that it takes away the powdery look. I love the way my makeup does not budge at all for like 10-12 hours. This is fabulous, fabulous stuff. I am trying the Urban Decay Chill setting spray, and I'm not as wowed as I have been by MAC Fix Plus, so I'm going to continue to repurchase this. And someday in the future, I will back to MAC and either get lipstick or eyeshadow. But y'all know I've been project painting, so I'm kind of over adding anything to the stash right now. So, but I still will continue to repurchase these. And then a fun empty. I finished in the entirety. I mean, there is nothing left except what's in the little blue spout of this. It is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation in the shade 820 or Creamy Natural. Look at this, y'all. No joke. I took a beauty spatula that I've talked about buying on Amazon from Extend Your Beauty. I got out every single last bit of foundation out of this container. I loved this so much, I had to go back and repurchase it a second time. I've been wearing it again and again and again because I don't need a concealer on top of it. With the exception of my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, I love that it doesn't move during the day. I get beautiful, beautiful coverage. And I just use my Real Techniques foundation sponge. Love this. If you're looking for a new foundation, check this out. It is super, super wearable. Like, you can build it from medium coverage to full coverage. Absolutely fabulous. Try it. Drugstore prices. I see what the hype is about on YouTube with this foundation because it is truly, I've had a lot of success with every CoverGirl foundation I've ever tried. Not so much with Revlon or Maybelline or some of the others, but CoverGirl foundations work really well for my skin. So generally, I'm interested to try new things that come out on the market from them. So give that a shot. Next up is a hair product. I finished the Ren Pure Originals Argan Oil Luxurious Conditioner. This brand, if you find this in your grocery stores or CVS or Walgreens, give it a shot. I love this because it is, okay, it's heavily perfumed with argan oil and other things in it, but there is no gluten, no salt, no dyes, no sulfates, no parabens, no sodium chloride. This is absolutely gentle to your hair. I did find there was enough argan oil that it smoothed out a lot of my curls, so it wasn't as curly as I'd like it to be. But if you have really kinky, frizzy hair, I would give this a shot because this will help smooth it out without having to go through so much serum and styling product if that's what you're into. And if you have straight hair, this would be a fantastic addition into your hair care routine because it is more natural without all of the chemically laden ingredients that we find in a lot of other brands out on the market. And it's like less than $6 per bottle. I'm not going to repurchase this anytime soon because I'm going through my conditioners that I use to co-wash. And then when November comes around and the VIB sale, I'm going to stock up on my Diva Care products while I can get that 20% discount. But this was fabulous. I will purchase it again in the future, just not anytime soon, but I loved it. And the next one, not so fun product, but necessary. It is the Secret Outlast Unscented Deodorant in the clear gel. I liked this and I didn't like it. I ventured back into antiperspirants after having issues with natural deodorant not giving me the protection I wanted in the humidity and the hot summer weather that I have to deal in Southeast Texas. But this, it offered me the odor protection I wanted, but my skin felt clammy and cold with this. Gross, 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 gross. I don't want to feel wet at all during the day. Not cool. But I did like that I didn't smell at all. So if you're looking for a new antiperspirant and you've been using the natural ones for a while, this might be the way to step back into it. I'm not going to repurchase this. I went on and purchased a Dove, deodorant to try for a while before I step back into the natural deodorants when it gets a little bit cooler. Excuse me. And I don't have to worry about sweating so much. But like I said, I did like that this kept me from smelling disgusting during the day, even though I'm not digging the clammy feeling. And then last but not least, I finished a Bath & Body Works luxury bubble bath in the scent Carried Away. I love the luxury bath formulas from Bath & Body Works, but the scent of this was too powdery floral for me. So I will not repurchase this scent, but I will go back to Bath & Body Works and purchase more of the bath or bubble bath washes because I love that this didn't leave my skin feeling ashy. I love how soft my skin feels when I'm actually in the tub, and the lathering capability of this is fabulous. If you want the huge soaking tub, bubbles up to the top, covering every inch of you kind of luxuriousness, check this particular formula out. It's just the scent was a little too heavy, perfumey, over the top, and whenever I used it, it was like, even if I used the tiniest little bit, you could smell it from my bathroom all the way into the living room, which was a little bit exaggerated for my taste. So that is about it. I finished up a lot of stuff. I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your week, and now that we're into the weekend, hooray! So stay tuned. I will have more videos coming your way, and I've got a couple of updates coming up, and I've got some fun tags that I'm going to be completing, and yeah, that's about it for now. So have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye.